Welcome back to OTB Off the Blogs. As always, I'm your host, Red Rocket, joined by Tampa's finest, Logan Thornsberry, and the man who was actually right about Nebraska football, unlike many people, Rush Clark. It's been a hot minute since you've seen us. We had an incident, but it's all worked out. It's all chill. Hopefully, that podcast will come out eventually. Hopefully, it'll age like fine wine.
This individual has an apology that he would like to make a statement.
Oh, he's gonna make a statement.
I'm making a statement.
I guess he's making a
I can't
statement.
spoil it for the viewers.
Well, this video could come out later after you post it.
No, the said video where the thing happened is going to come out after this.
Oh, it is? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, just apologize anyways. I want to hear you. I want to hear you apologize.
Slush is mad we went 5 weeks without a podcast.
Hey, I told man I was sorry for
That's
what
true.
happened.
That's true. It was accents. Accents happen.
Hey, I texted him. We talked.
Should I have had my
You talked
computer?
it out like
Should I have had my computer on the table at the time? Probably not. But it's fine. We missed a lot, but also not a lot at the same time, if that makes sense. So this episode we're just gonna kind of recap. I'm not gonna do any fancy edits on the YouTube side. So if you want to see each segment, look in the description for the timestamps. But we're gonna start off with we're about the midway through the NFL season. We got about 3/4 of the way of the college football season. We're just gonna kind of gauge everyone's feelings and how they're feeling. I mean, I guess we'll start with the NFL. Me as a Falcons fan, I think best start we've had is since 2017. Just beat the Bucs last weekend. Man, they are injured. I'll give them that. It hurts to be on a team when they're down, but it doesn't hurt when it's the Buccaneers. And 5-3, feeling good. 4-0 in the NFC South. That should be an expectation. Got Dallas coming in this weekend. But as a Falcons fan, we looked how I thought we would look, and I could not be happier. What about you?
There's been some up and downs. First of all, I think we should have beat both of the games against the Falcons.
Not true.
That very true.
But you lost twice.
But we should have won twice. If you look at it, last week that Kyle Pitts TD was not a TD. Let's get that straight. The ball was not over the line. It was a fumble, and it should have been our ball. And that's what should have.
I will say, to add to that, some NFL conspiracy. Why was there no pylon cam? I feel like every game there's like a pylon cam shot, but hey, we take it. A win is a win is a win.
But there's been some up and downs. We did lose Chris Godwin and Mike Evans in the Baltimore Ravens game, but I also don't know why Todd Bowles started Mike Evans in the first place because he was already hurt that entire week. He didn't start practice at all. Mike Evans, like 8 seconds left not Mike Evans. Chris Godwin with like 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter, snapped his ankle in half. So that's fun. So yeah, we're down. We play the Chiefs this Monday.
You guys are on Monday Night Football again?
Yeah, Monday night.
Bro.
So primetime Baker, I need you. This needs to be a dub, please.
Bro, they've been putting the Bucs and Falcons on prime time early on this season, man.
It's because they know they're not going to make it far in the playoff. That they have to get out of the way.
Not this guy.
So yeah.
This is the Rams fan talk. Hey, but the Rams optimism,
Okay, when they have their stars, no one can beat them. But when they don't have their stars, it kind of hurts them a lot.
Yeah,
Stafford is a different man when Puka and Cooper
We missed
play.
all the weeks when they were struggling, but everyone seems to be healthy now, so they're coming. You think the Rams can still win the division?
The only half came out.
I know, but
oh yeah,
Niners can get healthy.
They need to win this weekend, and then they'll be in first because the other teams will lose. I mean, 49ers are kind of making are kind of
Dookie?
Yeah, I was trying to think of a certain word, but
we play
basically they're kind of making a lot of people sad. They're supposed to be like 6-2 right now, or 7-1, 4-4.
I mean, I know you're an Iowa guy. I'm guessing you hated Brock Purdy while he was at Iowa State.
No,
do you have any hate for him now?
No, he's a good person.
Yeah,
he's a Catholic, so Catholics stick together.
Is he a bit overrated? Has the league been overrating him? Or
no, I think he's good. I mean, he was always good in the Big 12 games, but unfortunately, when he played Iowa, he was benched because he threw 3 picks. But it was also Iowa's prime defense.
Was that?
This is when they got to second in the country, so 3 years ago. Yeah, what a time to be alive.
Hopefully, Christian McCaffrey can come back and help my fantasy team because my team needs it. Logan, you think the Bucks can still win the division?
I think so.
Nah.
Who do you guys play this week?
We play the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
You guys eventually have to play the Cowboys.
I don't know. I hope.
Eventually.
I think if it all depends on how we play against the Chiefs. I feel like because we play the Chiefs and then the 49ers,
Oof.
and we gotta win one of those games because we have a bye week after those 2 games. So then after that, we got all the Panthers and all that stuff. So
Or do you
and the
think?
Cowboys.
Do you want the Bucks to make a move for a receiver or something like that? I mean, I don't know how long.
Well,
Mike's
they
gonna
were
be out
talking
for,
about
but-
getting Cooper Kupp like last week,
But then they
but
won.
Rush doesn't think that's happening anymore.
Well, because the announcers talked about if they win the Vikings game, then they're only half game out of first. But then if they lose, it's like because look at Carolina.
Mhm.
What were they 1-7 right now? 1-6.
1-7.
I mean, if they were 2-5 or 3-4, they probably would have not traded Deontay Johnson. But
No, but I think we should trade for a wide receiver. I don't know. It's Mike Evans and Chris Godwin were our weapons, bruh. And now they're gone.
You think they can still make the playoffs even if they don't win a division?
I mean, yeah, we can still. I think we can still get over 500.
Yeah.
we will trade you.
I mean, the NFC's deep this year, boys. Like,
No, no, the NFC they're all.
I don't know if 9
4-4.
wins gets you in. I mean, maybe just because everyone beats themselves up, but like, you're at 4-4.
I think
Bears 4-3.
I think Rams could get 9-8 and win the division.
We can't lose 2 games in a row, bro. There's no way we can't have that happen. Because if we lose 2 games in a row,
You think the Rams go 9-8 and win a division?
Dude, look at. I mean, everyone's gonna beat on each other. You know what I mean?
Look at that division.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
Like,
But
like,
I'm saying,
it's-
like, as a wild card team, I don't think 9 wins makes it.
oh, as a wild card team, no.
Yeah.
But we ain't playing for the wild card.
No.
We will trade you, Gianni Carlino.
no. What's that guy gonna do? He's gonna eat all the snacks on the sideline.
Okay.
Wait.
That's a good response. He's gonna eat all the shit.
Is Gianni, what position you put Gianni at? That should be an episode where we put everyone on the swim team at an NFL position.
no,
Wait.
they don't want to hear this.
Isn't Gianni say he's a long snapper or some shit like that?
Oh, he's a 3rd string long snapper. Bro.
Third
He's
string.
not even starting.
Yeah, because he gets he gets all of the benefits as a football player in the NFL, but he doesn't ever get hit.
I will say my pick of the Lions is looking good. Your pick of the Ravens winning. Defense is a bit concerning, but they're still looking good. Slash,
I'm
Jets.
I'm confident on the Rams pick, but the Jets, yeah.
I mean, as long as you
Yeah,
hit one of the
no,
two,
I think
that's still
I
pretty
had
good.
Jets winning the AFC East.
To be fair though, there was
I
hype
did
around
not,
it.
but I had him in the playoffs.
To be fair though, there was hype around it. Like you had Aaron Rodgers coming back. Like I don't even think it's Aaron Rodgers at this point. I don't, because everyone's like blaming, oh, it's him.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a defense. Like the defense isn't playing that well.
You know what's crazy?
Because I have them on my fantasy team.
Yeah.
And they don't do that well. But they got 1 point when I played Rocket, and I won by 0.6.
This guy.
The Dolphins defense. The Dolphins defense has let up less points total than the Jets defense
Terrible
has.
division right now.
I know you have the Bills, and everyone else is.
They might be worse than our division right now.
Oh,
They
they
are.
definitely
They
are.
are.
This is dog
This
food.
is.
See,
We might be moving up in the rankings.
this is why I shouldn't have doubted the Bills beginning of the season. But if I would have known if the Jets and Dolphins both would have sucked, I would have picked the Bills easily.
You
because
also-
they're just munching on them.
I mean, you could have predicted Tua got another concussion, but it's like you don't never
But
know.
last year, yeah, he was all healthy. But I mean, the way Tua got his concussion was stupid.
The Steelers are popping off.
Steelers
right
popping
now.
off. You know, we weren't podcasting, but they went from Fields when they were 4-2, and I was kind of like, what the fuck? And then Russell Wilson, they're 2-0 with him. Passing attack seems to be working more. They've won 3 straight. Ravens.
Hey, Browns beat the Ravens.
Browns beat the Ravens. Deshaun's
Jameis
hurt for the year. He's gone.
Jameis Winston.
I thought the Browns would make the playoffs.
I
I feel like
do.
they've got the talent on the team. Now Jameis is at quarterback. They just beat the Ravens, a division win. You think the Browns could sneak their way in there
No,
if they get hot?
no.
I mean,
Aren't you a Jameis guy though?
Jameis, I know Jameis. That boy will do good, and then to start throwing a bunch of interceptions, and it's just gonna go all downhill. It's gonna last.
I get it.
two games.
2 games.
I get it. You have scars that no one can heal, but no, I think he's gonna do well. He's got better playmakers than Tampa did, though.
I mean, yeah.
He's got
all he really
younger.
had
He's
at-
got
all
one.
he
Of
really had
the,
at
he's got
Tampa
one of the
was
most
Franco.
underrated tight ends, and David. How you say his name?
Njoku.
Hey, he had
But then he also has these young guys like Cedric Tillman and stuff that are pretty.
He had
playing
Mike
well.
Evans and Cameron Brate.
Yeah, but Mike. Oh my
Cameron
God!
Brate!
Are you kidding me with the Cameron Brate shit? Mike Evans wasn't in his prime though.
Yeah, he was still. I bet he was still.
No,
doing
like he never, like no, he wasn't. Like he didn't get into his prime yet. He was still a younger person.
Yeah, well, because he came into the league in 2014.
Jameis was 2014 too,
So they both came out at the same time.
so he needed a couple years to get going. But unfortunately, by that time, Jameis was gone.
Yeah.
Remember when Tampa went 2-14?
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Remember we had Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Falcons have not been that bad.
I remember that they started Ryan Fitzpatrick. We started 3-0, and then after that it was all downhill.
You sound like the Saints being 2-0, not 2-6.
My Jags pick of them being first in the AFC South looks terrible. They're 2-6. Titans suck.
My Texans pick looks
Raiders
fantastic.
suck. And the only undefeated team left, of course, as like if it was scripted, the Chiefs are 7-0. I think a fraudulent 7-0. I think they're still a good team, but Mahomes has been playing like poo-poo. I'm not gonna pull up his stats, but he's just not looked good. Baker's been a better quarterback than Mahomes this year. Frankly, better. Baker's been a better quarterback by some people. Oh, but Bo Nix has looked better at times than fucking Patrick Mahomes.
My pick for Denver or KC can still happen. They play each other twice.
They play each other twice, still left to go. I think the Chiefs have gotten a little bit lucky. I mean, they got lucky against Falcons.
They got so many weapons, bro.
But
it's just like,
can you go to the AFC South? Can you slow down for a second?
They traded for D-Hop, but they've got that winning culture. So we'll see how much longer they go.
Exact same.
We'll see how much. Maybe we'll question them a little later. But now let's turn. Oh yeah, the Commanders had that wild Hail Mary last week.
Yeah. That was lucky.
It was lucky. They should have lost, and the Bears would be sitting right about here. But look at NFC North, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's a tough division right there.
I did have the Bears over Green Bay and Minnesota though.
I had the Packers over Detroit.
Didn't you put them in the Super Bowl?
But I have Detroit winning it all, but I have the Packers winning the division. But I don't know. Jordan Love might be out this weekend. Lions, Packers play. We'll pick that game later.
Is Debo still out?
I think he played last week, and I think he was better. He had like pneumonia or something. He looked fat as hell.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he was chunky.
Looked chunky as
Wait, who?
Debo.
Oh, yeah.
But let's turn our sights on college. Right now I've got the AP poll. Oh, girls, get away. I got the AP poll pulled up. Oregon, currently number 1, followed by Georgia, who comes off that big one being Texas. Penn State still undefeated, number 3. Ohio State, number 4. Miami undefeated as well at 5, and we'll stop right there. Gentlemen, who do you think is the biggest surprise in this top 5?
I feel like Miami should have lost a couple games.
Well, they haven't.
Valid.
Yeah, but still,
they haven't.
I feel like
should have won Kuda.
Okay, bro. I'm just saying that I'm surprised they're still 8-0 and top 5.
Miami, national champion. They should be ranked higher, personally, but.
I didn't even realize Penn State was 7-0, bro.
This may be the most quiet 7-0 from a big team I've seen in a while. They're number 3.
Because they're giving like the benefit of the doubt. Because I remember last time James. Because last time I think James Franklin won against them was 2017, where they had that like comeback. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When they went 10-2 and should have made the playoff, but somehow somehow they're gonna fail and OSU's gonna win and Penn State's gonna drop.
Probably.
But I still have them making it.
I mean, you can even tell what the voters think about them by having one loss Georgia ahead of them, who beat Texas 2 weeks ago, who was the number 1 team at the time. Me and Logan's pick of Oregon winning it all looks very good. We didn't cover that game against Ohio State, but
they should have lost. But
Oregon should have won by more than 1 point. Will Howard's got to be better at that situational football, but we'll see if they play again.
Isn't it beautiful that Alabama's not in that top 6?
It's great. I love it. Texas is 6, Tennessee 7, Notre Dame overrated at number 8, BYU 8-0, number 9. Texas A&M has climbed their way back after, being doubted after that loss against Notre Dame at home is number 10. All of these teams are very much still alive. Notre Dame just came off being Navy, a ranked win. They've got Army soon, another ranked win. But after that, their schedule is pretty poo-poo. So honestly, I hate it, but if they win out, they're most likely in. Clemson, quiet 6-1 at number 11. Iowa State undefeated as well, tied for 11. Indiana, one of the teams Rush told us to buy on, and I did. Too bad we can't bet. Is 8-0. With a favorable schedule the rest of the way. Bama, 14. We haven't seen them since they lost to Vandy and Tennessee, but they've got basically an elimination game this weekend against LSU. We'll talk about more later. Boise State climbing up 6-1, highest group of 5 team. 15 LSU drops all the way down to 8 after they lost against Texas A&M at 16. Kansas State 17. Pitt still undefeated. 18 not respected. Ole Miss 19 at 6-2. SMU 20. 7-1, still a way they can win the ACC or get in the title game, but they cannot lose. Army, shout out to my cousin, 7-0. They keep chugging along. They may very well win the American. Washington State, 22.
It was we should have. It was 24/7.
Deion's boys are at 23, very much still alive in the Big 12 race. Illinois, 24. They're 6-2. They're on the outside looking in. Still a quality season, and somehow Missouri's still ranked at 6-2. They're not very
After
good.
not scoring a single point against Alabama.
Exactly. Vandy probably should still be ranked.
We'll put Memphis in there.
Memphis receiving votes, same from Tulane, Navy, Louisville,
Louisiana, Lafayette, baby.
and South Carolina.
That one person.
Vote. That one person. But this is finally where we get to see the 12-team playoff really come into play. Like Bama and LSU, both had 2 losses. Winners eliminated from the playoff. I think with 2 losses you can get in.
Yes.
Depending on who you beat and who's behind you, whatever. But 3 losses, I don't think there's a way. At least not this year with how the team's stacking up. Because you've got Iowa State, Indiana, BYU. BYU and Iowa State don't play each other. So they could be undefeated going into the title game. They still haven't lost. Miami hasn't lost. They don't play Clemson. So they might make it to the title. What?
Do you think the Big 12 game, if they're both undefeated and then one team loses, do you think that loser gets in? Or do you think that they're going to say it's too soft of a schedule?
It depends. Indiana could be 11-1 with a loss to Ohio State, but they didn't make the title game. You know what I mean?
Actually,
Penn State could be 11-1 and not get the title game.
Actually, you want to hear something I heard the other day, though?
Yeah.
Oregon, Indiana, and Penn State could go all undefeated because they don't play each other.
Mm-hmm.
Guess which team doesn't get into the Big Ten title game?
Oregon?
Yep.
Interesting.
Because the tiebreaker, obviously, usually they play each other.
Yeah.
The next tiebreaker is they all 3 play Ohio State. Oregon only had a 1-point win. If Indiana and Penn State can win, now obviously this is if, right?
Yeah.
If they can win by more than a point, Oregon would not make the Big Ten title game.
So
that'd be interesting.
And by default, Oregon would have to be the 5 seed then.
Yep.
Because the 1 seed or 2 seed goes to the top conference champion.
Almost like we should be cheering for Penn State, Indiana, even though I know you picked them, but just to make it more.
That is interesting.
Intriguing.
That is the problem I foresaw when you make it a conference of 20 teams and you get rid of divisions. There's no way everyone can play everyone.
The South.
And if it comes down to that in the very first season of the expanded playoff, it's going to be interesting to see if rules get changed very quickly.
It's weird though. Sunbelt still has the divisions. It's weird. Like the one conference has it.
Yeah. But we've got about 5 games for some teams, basically a month left of the season, and Rush has updated his college football 12-team bracket, and he's going to tell us this, and we're going to react based on what's happened through 8 games, 7 for some.
I mean, I think most of my teams are pretty solid, except for I still think Memphis could get in at 12. Mm-hmm. If they win 1 loss, win the American. Iowa obviously won't get in. I don't understand how Notre Dame's 8, with the loss at home to Northern Illinois. They're 4-4. Northern Illinois is. That should count as 2 losses.
Yeah, especially when you got Iowa State and BYU and Indiana all undefeated underneath them.
Yeah, yeah. And then let's see, number 9, I had Utah. Obviously, they're doo-doo.
They stink.
4-4, man, it's awful. But I do think OSU, Penn State, I'm gonna stick with those at 7 and 8. I mean, I assume if I was a betting man, Oregon or Penn State or Indiana, one of them will lose to Oregon. So at that point, Oregon will be number one, stuff like that. Miami, honestly, I could see them going up to if Oregon. Can you scroll up to the top, please?
Mm-hmm.
I think if Oregon loses once or Georgia loses again, Miami should be the number one overall seed because I think they're going to go undefeated. But my ACC matchup of Miami versus SMU looking pretty good right now.
Will still happen.
Um,
Does SMU play Clemson, right? Or does SMU play Pitt this weekend?
yes.
Both
Yes.
both undefeated in ACC play.
Let's see. I mean, I think Texas will drop down. I think they're going to lose again, but because they're always ranked teams that are playing each other towards the end. But yeah, I mean UGA I think will drop a little bit more, but most of my teams are pretty solid. I mean, the other bad one or two, I still think they have a chance, but they have to win out. Ole Miss,
Mm-hmm.
I think they can still make it, but they have to win out. And then my West Virginia pick kind of tanked, but
Stinks.
no one. I definitely don't think people picked Iowa State and BYU to be the best Big 12 teams.
No, I mean Colorado is also still alive, like technically.
Yeah, in the conference, yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting to see. Let's look at the updated Heisman odds. Currently, Travis Hunter is looking to be the favorite on most betting sites, followed by Dylan Gabriel, Logan's pick, then Cam Ward,
Jaden
your
Rashad.
runner-up. Genty has fallen in recent weeks. I just don't think I don't think if your running back's gonna win it nowadays, I feel like your numbers just have to be insane every week, and it's just I'm not saying it's teetering off, but it's just not as insane as it was for the first 5 or 6 games. It's kind of falling down. But I mean, he could have a big finish. You know what I mean? Followed by Cade Klubnik at 5. Jaden Rashada.
Isn't he? That's gotta be a typo.
It's gotta be a typo. Then Beck, Shador, Aller, Nassmeyer, Milroad, Dart, and Quinn Ewers. Me and Lush's pick.
Jaden Rashada hasn't played a snap all year.
That's what I'm saying. But he's got better odds. He's got better odds than Shador Sanders currently.
Can you scroll down more to see how far they go? Hey, look at that. Bryson Daly, Army QB.
He's been putting up crazy numbers.
Yeah, 4 or 5 TDs a game.
Me and Rush's picks of Jackson Dart and Quinn Ewers right next to each other.
Oh, really? Wait, Jackson Dart dropped that much?
Yeah.
Damn, that's pain.
So what happens when you lose games? The Heisman is like partly team
That's
success, whatever.
When Dion got interviewed, that's what he said. He's like, they're not going to pick Shador if the team's like 5-7.
Yeah.
Which is valid.
You think Travis is actually going to win the Heisman?
He better not. I don't think he's that good, but.
Really?
Dude, he plays in the Big 12. Like, I think it'd be different if he was in the Big 10.
I mean, we gotta slow down with the Big 12 slander, man. Like,
I just realized he was wearing a cowboy hat.
A glittery cowboy.
Remember a couple of years ago when TCU beat Michigan? Now, the Big 10, we could have an argument, is also overrated, and the Big 12 is underrated. But TCU went in there and beat Michigan, not in their style of game.
Then they got the biggest
then they got
blowout.
the brakes off by the Bulldogs, which is fine. But, I mean, there's some good teams assembled in the Big 12, man. Like, those Oklahoma and Texas teams of the early 2000s, like.
Well, no, I'm talking about the Big 12 now. I'm not talking about the past.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't personally. I'm gonna favor Ward and Genty. I mean, Genty's like 400 yards ahead of Bo Jackson's record or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I get it, they can claim they're not playing as hard teams, but it's like he put up 250 against Oregon.
If he has better stats than Derrick Henry and Mark Ingram, you think they give it to him or?
Well, right now he's 391, I believe, ahead of Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like 380 of Mark Ingram.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you not give it at that point?
And I don't think he has as many carries, bro.
No.
Derrick Henry, they fed him the fucking ball. I forget one game he had like 45 carries or something like that. Like they just gave him the rock.
Like I'm fine with Genty getting it or Cam Ward getting it.
Uh-huh.
Like I feel like those are my repicks if I want them to win. I mean, maybe it's just me. I just don't think Dylan Gabriel's been that good. Like he almost lost to fucking what was it, Idaho?
Yeah, I think he's been consistent and then played great when he had to against Ohio State. But they've got Michigan. Michigan plays hard-nosed football. You know, Oregon just can't slip up from here on out.
No.
And then they get a free ride to for the championship. Well, Oregon's having a great season. Your FAU Owls. My God. 13th currently in the American. We are 2-5. Are we fools?
Yes.
Are we fools for believing in this team?
I like to point out.
You had 9-3.
Tom Herman.
I had 10-2. We had 11-1.
Yeah, but I'm the closest to reality. So
Tom Herman
I like to claim.
is a fool.
I like to point out that I pressed the button after Michigan State.
There's no button afterwards.
Yes, it was. I said it's gonna be a long ass season.
No,
Yeah. I need to go get a damn pen.
Because Michigan State's like 4.
As you can see, this has not been popped open yet.
Not been popped
Still
open.
in the fridge.
See, we recorded.
Disclaimer: Logan is alcoholic.
We recorded the winery episode before the Wagner game. So the winery episode came after the UConn embarrassment. We beat Wagner, as we should.
Hey.
But we played North Texas close at home, and we left.
We should have beat North Texas.
We left when they were up, what?
Wait, was it that?
We left at halftime.
When we were winning.
Because they were up huge, and then North Texas just
The
came
last
back.
5 minutes of the game, 7 minutes of the game, we were up by 10, 6
Mhm.
minutes of the game. And we went, it was on our own, we're on the 30-yard line, and freaking, what's his face? Tom Herman decides to call a play. It's like 3rd and like 15. The little outside route, the guy ran maybe 2 yards, kicked the ball, maybe went 30 yards. So they got great field position, and they scored again. They scored twice.
Embarrassing
Terrible.
loss. Losses
Very
like
bad.
that should get you fired. And then the next week we went to UTSA, and the defense had some opportunistic touchdowns. You know, we had a we had almost a pick six. You know, and we had a fumble recovery for a touchdown. But
The highlight of the game was Carter Davis' 50-yarder.
we had fucking Cam Fancher running a 76-yard run touchdown. Your quarterback. But the defense that was great in the beginning part of the season looks terrible. And the offense looks better, but it's still not what it should be.
The thing is, stats don't matter if you ain't getting wins. He can he can do 500 yards total of offense, but if you ain't winning, I don't think anyone's gonna care.
It's like,
You know.
look at this. Like
It's embarrassing.
9 for
Very
19
embarrassing.
for 96 yards from your quarterback, and then 15 carries for 56 yards. 15 carries. Now some of that's sack yardage taken off, but like, what are we doing, man? Like, we got 5 games left. We got USF tomorrow
Yeah.
night. We'll be there, paying up. Who have also have a very disappointing season. Who I was right in saying they were not going to be good. These guys were hyping them up for some reason.
I mean, they're still better than FAU, but
They're
That's
so better
what we're
than
gonna
FAU,
be
but that's
this
not
week.
hard to do.
you could say like this team's gonna beat them, but
We're gonna.
Yeah, we've only missed 3 games since we've been gone, so you haven't heard us complain too much. They've got 5 straight weeks down this stretch, including a Thursday nighter against East Carolina next week.
We gotta win 4 out. We gotta win the 4 out of 5 games.
We have to win 4 out of 5 games to make a bowl game.
That should be pretty simple.
2 of them are at home, including tomorrow night. It should be simple. I don't think Temple is good. Is East Carolina good? Show me the record. Final 5 games, we've got USF tomorrow. We go to East Carolina,
Go to
who
standings.
we lost to last year. And then we go to Temple the following week. We host our final home game against Charlotte, and then we play against Tulsa the weekend of Thanksgiving.
They're 4-4 right now. East Carolina.
Look at that. Us and UAB have not won a conference game yet. Thank God for basketball season. God, UAB's awful. So Temple, Tulsa, each have 1 win in conference. Same with South Florida. Jeez. And Charlotte
What are you
and
doing?
East Carolina both got 2. Meanwhile, Army, Navy, Tulane are all undefeated in conference play. Memphis has 1 loss. I think it was actually to Charlotte. Army, Navy could play each other in the conference championship game, and then have a whole ordeal there. But boys, odds we make a bowl game?
no. In better news, the WNBA New topics about a couple of the coaches have been part of.
No one cares about no WNBA. If we beat South Florida, I have hope. If we beat USF, I have hope.
UCF? Yo, are they coming to
I
town?
don't trust this team to win out. I can trust this team to maybe win 2, 3 in a row, and if fumble one, they have a chance. But this team needs life. They need hope. We need a good, solid.
They can't finish the whole game, bro.
Clean win on all sides.
They can't.
You know, it's supposed to be good weather tomorrow, I think. I agree with Logan. I think if we win tomorrow, there's still a chance for a bowl game. But, God, you're giving us like I just said, South Florida, 1 win in conference. East Carolina, 1 win in conference. East Carolina is Charlotte, 2 wins in conference. Temple,
they
Tulsa,
beat
each 1 win in
UTSA and
conference.
North Texas. That's 2 games right there, bro.
We should have beat North Texas. You know, hey, say what you will about Army now. We only held them to 24. They've been blowing people out for huge numbers. Should have beat Rice. No, right? That was last year. We should have beaten Michigan State.
We should have beat them.
Our only 2 wins are against.
Wait, we played Rice this year? No, we haven't.
That was last
Oh,
year.
okay.
That was last year in the last game. Our only 2 wins
Ew.
have come against
I heard
I
that.
didn't do anything.
Division
You
2
farted.
opponents. Our only 2 wins against Division 2 opponents. Can you believe that?
Division 2.
Does it
FIU.
Does it make you feel better that UConn? What are they now?
Do you feel?
Doing
Does it make you feel worse that FIU right now has a better record than FAU?
No, it's not.
Well, I meant, does it make you feel worse? Sorry.
Yes, because we beat them, and they lost to Monmouth, who we beat last year. They suck. They're not even Division 3. They're NAIA.
at least last year, I think we started like 2-0.
No, 1-1.
Was it 1-1?
Yeah, because we went to the Ohio game.
Oh,
remember
yeah,
it was the
right.
Curtis, it's the NAQB. Because remember.
Yeah, I
I'm
remember.
not gonna say that.
Yeah, but yeah.
No. In better news, the Canadian Football League final. Hey, Chad Kelly talks about how if he wants to get in rhythm.
Who's Kelly?
Chad Kelly, remember Ole Miss QB?
Oh.
What does he say?
Hey, look at that.
Shit.
What does he say? Okay, what we got on the docket? What's next? What series recap? The Yankees won. They didn't win. I wish they would have won.
They lost.
I blame Logan.
I'm so happy the Yankees lost.
And now I hate the Dodgers. I wish
Bro, I hate the
get
Yankees,
this
bro.
Dodger animation
They're in
off my
They're in our
screen.
division, bro. I can't let them win.
That's true. You do have different hate. Frankly, a boring series. Game 1. I mean, I did not watch a minute. I'm not giving Rob Manfred my money. Fire him, MLB. He sucks. Cannot believe he gave him an extension. But the All-Star game's coming to Atlanta, so Braves won the World Series next year. A boring series, honestly. Game 1 was a little exciting when Freddie.
That's 2 years in a row where this World Series has been low-key boring. Bro.
I know. And this is what Fox and all the MLB execs were salivating at. They got their 2 big brands, and it was a gentleman's sweep. Last night, the Yankees fumbled it. 5 unearned runs to tie it 5-5. They lost sloppy. The day before, Yankees blowout. The day before, 4-2 Dodgers. The day before, 4-2 Dodgers. The day before,
Grand Slam.
grand slam from Freddie Freeman to walk him off. Freddie Freeman.
Will Smith, is that the guy that won 5 years in a row?
Yeah, the other one's a closer.
But yeah, they're not the same person though.
They're not the same person.
Oh, I thought they were the same person.
No, they said it in parentheses because I thought the same thing at first, but it was
I didn't read it correctly.
Yeah.
He's like a Will Smith.
Oh.
How was weights?
Good.
It was good?
That boy get big.
What'd you guys do today?
Back squats.
Oh.
You probably did more than Logan.
Probably. Anybody
Good
can
for
do
you.
more.
Okay, good for you.
Damn, he got a core power. You snatched that thing again?
He steals them.
Um,
It makes me so happy to steal.
Yeah, I mean, I
What?
wasn't gonna watch it, but I saw barely any clips about this thing online. Like, looked like boring. Dodgers just walloped them. I thought their starting pitching would struggle, but the Yankees could not hit. Garrett Cole seemed to be the only thing that could beat the Dodgers, but errors and Boone pulling them out early fucked them over. But Freddie Freeman's the MVP. Hurts my heart. It really does. He should have stayed in Atlanta. We offered him the same amount of money. I guess he just wanted to play in LA. He wanted to cheat to win. He's probably going to the Hall of Fame now. Good for him. I only care about him when he was on the Braves, even though he never played like he did this World Series run as he did.
Well, yeah,
with the
because he
Braves.
lives in Los Angeles and not dumpster fire Atlanta.
Atlanta, we're the capital of the South.
Most crime happens in Atlanta, Georgia.
We're the capital of the South.
Oh, so does Tampa. Yo, you guys like these cities that have a lot of crime going on.
You know, we're the most
Oh.
educated city in all of America, technically.
If you say Atlanta, I'm gonna beat the shit.
Looking at the 2025 World Series odds, currently Dodgers are favored, followed by the Yankees. They're your Braves, the Phillies, Orioles, Astros, the Mets who made a
Where's
run,
the Tampa Bay?
Padres, Guardians,
Yo.
Cubs, Rangers, Mariners.
They're gonna be on there.
We're the Cub. We're the Rays.
Oh, they're down at the bottom. They're next to the White
they're right
Sox.
there.
Guys, we
next
don't have
to
a stadium
the
yet,
Royals.
okay?
Stop.
Our stadium's messed up.
Wait.
Are you gonna be like Northwestern, where you have to play like in a high school field for the
No,
year?
I think they said. I think one of the things they were gonna play at the Yankees spring training field.
So basically, a high school stadium.
No, it's in Tampa though. Maybe we'll get some more fans.
They brag about the sellout, but it's like 1/3 of the actual stadium.
Yeah,
So they just tear down Tropicana Field now and start building in this.
might as well.
I don't know
There's
why
no
they just-
point.
Yeah,
People selling the roof online and stuff.
for real.
That thing ain't worth much either, so
No.
I don't know what you're selling it.
They're selling the roof online.
Some
My
people are.
mom's got a piece of it.
Is she selling it or is she keeping
No,
it?
she put
Some
it in a
people
frame.
It sounds like you guys like. It sounds like Tampa people just rioted the stadium and just took a piece for themselves.
After the hurricane, part of the roof probably flew
Oh,
all
it
the
was
way over
everywhere.
there. Real quick, way too early. Prediction: who do you think's gonna win the World Series next year?
Who?
Tampa Bay Rays. We're going. This was a rebuild year, and this is what they said at the beginning of the year.
If he's just gonna say his team, I'll say my team because I think my team has a better chance
okay,
than his
okay,
team.
I'm gonna say the Tampa Bay Rays, and I'll say also I think the Orioles are very good as well.
But they can't. But they both can't win.
I'm just saying.
Dude.
I'm saying mine. What I want to happen, the Rays, but the Orioles for the past the past 2 years they've been pretty good. I think they could do some damage next year with their young roster.
That's valid.
Yeah, but they can't produce in the playoff though.
But it'll be their third year in a row entering the playoffs with that core. Maybe they finally break through.
They haven't won a playoff game yet.
Yeah,
They're
so
0-4.
they might finally break through.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Well, you're gonna pick freaking Seattle Mariners. Actually, Randy Rosarino. He wants the Mariners.
I'm more like a minor league team kind of guy, you know.
Yeah, go ahead and pick the.
Minor league. You know where I'm going. I'm picking the Braves. We're gonna be healthy, but we're gonna re-sign Max Fried. We get
Bro.
Spencer Strider back. Braves are winning it all.
Yeah, right. Yes.
I wouldn't mind seeing like the Pittsburgh Pirates winning or something, you know. Detroit Tigers. I know Gianni would love it, but I wouldn't mind that. Guardians.
Maybe done. What's his?
Okay.
Paul Skeens?
Oh hell no.
The Padres.
Gianni
Pirates.
athlete.
He's a Pirates. Yes.
Tigers, man, you never know.
Dude, I would actually love to see the Orioles win though. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool to see the Tigers win. You saw their whole process, been through it.
The Baltimore Orioles. It's a bird.
I know it is, but you were just making fun of me for saying that.
Because you chose two teams. Only one of them can win on me.
Okay, I know, but
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm tired of this. I want a divorce.
Huh?
What?
what?
I don't think the Dodgers repeat. It's so
Heck
hard.
no,
It's
they
so
don't
hard to
repeat.
repeat in the MLB.
Otani's washed out of this.
But
Is he gonna pitch next year, or is he just gonna be a DH?
How old is he? Like 30? Yes, Rush. There you are.
yes, Rush. It's time for a little bit of tell me the truth. I don't feel like playing music right now, but
That's fine.
boys, tell me the truth. What station has the best score bug for NFL football? Let me see if I can zoom in. There we go.
No, I kind of like Fox.
CBS. You like Fox? It's like so condensed.
Yeah, but it's cool with the pictures in the back.
The other ones have pictures too.
Either Fox or
I-
Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime's cool.
At first, I didn't like NBC, but it's grown on me. I don't like the long thing all the way across the board. I don't want to move my eyes all the way across that
Yeah,
board.
that's why I said Fox, because it's so.
Yeah, but it's too big. I think NBC is a good size. What do you think?
Oh, I said TBS. I like that.
What about for college football?
Fox.
See, I think
I want to say Fox because I like Gus Johnson on the calls and stuff.
I like Fox. I like the colorful, schooly way it looks. NBC fucked it up.
NBC kind of looks cool though with like college football though for some reason. I don't know why.
The logos are plain.
ESPN just kind of looks like it's like shrunk.
ESPN shrunk. ABC, I don't like it. CBS.
The original ABC was cool though.
Yeah. What about on baseball?
Apple looks bad.
Apple's bad. ESPN's
MLB's okay.
I'm gonna have to go Fox.
If I'm being analytical, I need to watch ESPN because it gives me everything. But I think once again, also Fox. When
Okay.
Fox first came out, I was
Fox
so
is best
confused.
Hear me out on this one. TBS kind of gives you that like vibe. It's like it's October ball, and so when TBS comes on, I like TBS.
MLB Network.
TBS is
too
like
much.
older. It looks like
But it gives you a sentimental value.
But it's
you know?
also all about like placement. Like Fox puts theirs in the bottom right. TBS, ESPN, MLB, I think put them up in the top left.
I like the bottom because then they put other scores in the top.
Yeah,
you know?
I think I like Fox. When I first came out with that, I was like, what are these white things? I was like, what is going on?
the bases.
The bases. But tell me the truth. The NFL has a QB problem. You know, I think my sound. Oh, I think this sound's working. Let's listen to what Tom Brady has to say about the league currently.
But program. Now they're college teams. You're no longer learning a program, you're learning a playbook. And the program is ultimately like at Michigan, for me, that was a pro-style program. 5 years I got to learn how to drop back pass, to read defenses, to read coverages, to be coached. I had to learn from being seventh quarterback on the depth chart to moving up to third to ultimately being a starter. I had to learn all those things in college. That was development. Then I went to New England and I was developed by Coach Belichick and the offensive staff there. I didn't start my first year. I think it's just a tragedy that we're forcing these rookies to play early. But the reality is the only reason why they are is because we dumbed the game down, which has allowed them to play. It used to be thought of at a higher level. We used to spend hours and hours in the offseason and training camp trying to be a little bit better than next year. But I think what happens is discourages the coaches from going to deep levels because they realize the players don't have the opportunity to go to a deep level, so they're just going to teach them where they're at. They're used.
Tell me the truth. Tom Brady's right or wrong?
I think he's right.
I mean, right for most situations. I mean, if you have two QBs injured, you kind of have to throw them in.
Yeah.
But
That's true.
I mean, we've been seeing a little resurgence of like the older, mature quarterbacks like Baker, Darnold. Kirk's old. He's been around the block. He doesn't want to couple.
he never like sucked.
Yeah. I mean, but he failed.
Kirk.
Like Darnold failed in New York.
No, I'm saying like he failed
finally
in
got a
Tampa.
shot.
Or no, in where was he drafted?
Well, what
Cleveland.
they did with what's his face, Bryce Young. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, but I just think Carolina.
Do you think
Carolina's
though?
a poor run organization.
But to be fair though, I guarantee you these coaches throw them in there because with how quickly they fire coaches. I mean, Frank Reich didn't even make a full year, right? 8 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Where the Falcons?
no, he Carolina. He didn't even coach a full year. He got fired halfway through the season.
Yeah.
Imagine getting told, "Hey, we want you 5-year contract minimum." You get fired 8 games in. Like,
Yeah, they have.
he throws Bryce Young in because that's the only option he
They
has.
had
Like,
the Bucks O-line, offensive line coach.
what?
The Panthers.
Oh,
Their head coach.
Yeah.
okay.
I mean,
thank you for the random comment, sir.
I was
I
just trying
think-
to help.
It wasn't. It wasn't. Thank you.
I think there is a.
How did I turn you off?
I think there is a problem, but it's not a young QB problem because there's young QB starting. I think it's a coaching developmental problem.
thing
that
is that-
also stems into college.
But like, how does Brock Purdy and C.J. Stroud do so well? You know what I mean? Like, is there a certain coach
they
they have?
college programs.
No, because not every Ohio State quarterback that comes out, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Stroud's like the first one to kind of wow. I mean, I don't think
There's
CJ
always
Stroud's
it's like that in
all
sports
that.
all the time. There's always
but-
people that like just
Yeah,
play better
They just
and
play
do
better.
better.
I mean,
like-
Brock Purdy was the first Iowa State QB to be a player. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
I mean, but he has Shanahan and
They're just born like that.
Garoppolo was good in the Shanahan offense. Like Nick Mullins looks good in the Shanahan offense, and he's got the Avengers with him. But tell me the truth, gentlemen. I've got the men's basketball schedule pulled up. We're gonna break this down next week. Full breakdown, players, thoughts, dreams, hopes, wins, losses. Looking at the schedule right now, how many wins do you think this team's gonna get? Oh, tell me the truth. Over under 20 wins for this squad.
Over.
Over. I mean, I'm just trying to think of like how many wins we need to get into March Madness
22 or
because
23.
it's gonna have to be over 20,
I think
and it's gonna have to be more of those.
if we're winning 22 games, I think we have to win the conference to get to March Madness. I don't think 22 wins with this schedule,
Well,
unless
also, I mean, I think if you win like those bigger schools in there, like if we beat who are we playing?
we play
Oklahoma State. If we beat like Oklahoma State, Michigan State, UCF, those bigger schools, or
Charleston. Yeah, hell, if you win that classic alone,
Yeah,
that helps
for
your
real.
resume. A Michigan State win would be huge, and also beating Memphis twice because everyone loves Memphis,
Yeah.
especially their talent. We do get Memphis early on the 2nd of January, the day we come back after.
I kind of want to see how they
Thanksgiving
play
break.
against Auburn.
If we take care of Coastal Georgia at home, we're set. Division 2.
Yeah, we beat the booty out of St. Leo, but we got a charity expedition against Auburn tomorrow night. Hopefully the boys do well there. Oh my goodness. That's been telling me the
Stop saying Rich every
truth.
time you see the picture.
That's been telling me the truth, but you guys smell that?
Bro.
You smell that, Logan?
Oh, I'm smelling something.
Smells like
It's either
Oh,
Dookie or
you made me swallow my gum.
money time.
Bro, you made me small like.
Here comes the money. Rush gives us his best bets of the college football weekend.
Bro.
Rush, how have you been doing? We've been away for a while, but I don't think you've gone 5-0 yet. But you've hit a 4-1 a couple of times.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I had one bad weekend, and then I took a break for a week because I went 1-4. You know,
don't listen to this guy.
See, he's not addicted.
my overall, I have to check my overall record. It's a lot. It's pretty good, but I did not do last weekend because I knew I need to reset. All right, here we go. Let's see. Arkansas, Ole Miss, take the over 53.5. Duke, Miami, take the. Bro, why is your hand so straight when you do?
Man, give us some money.
Miami, Duke, take the over 54.5. Down the line, this will be an interesting one. I think Florida will cover against Georgia, 15 plus. Indiana, I think. Oh, wow. Damn. Actually, no. I'm gonna go with UCLA, Nebraska. I think UCLA will cover the 6, and then my last one is I think Iowa will cover the 3 against Wisconsin. It's a night game, so dudes.
Holla, holla.
Holla, holla.
Bro, I saw this thing where it's like this guy had to paint a picture of like he's like it's my motivation for me like chasing the money, right? And like he has like a stick like the Geico commercial, right? And it was like it was only $1, and his friend was like, "As David Dobrik, right?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Dude, it's only $1. You're chasing $1."
Hey, money's money.
It's only $1.
It's like last night.
What are you on the season, Rush? I feel like we
I have to check, but
But it's a winning record.
oh, easily, yeah, it's pretty up there. But I just have to. So I had a lot of. I've only had 4. Let's see. I've had like how many weeks we played? Let's see. Last week didn't count. Give me 1 second. 1 second. All right, so this is week 10. So I did 8 weeks. There were like 3 3-2s, 3 4-1s, and then I believe I had 2 and 3 maybe. I had to check on that one, but I had 1-4, which not fun. But let me check on that one.
That's still good. Too bad we can bet. That was Here Comes the Money. We tell you how to bet because we can't do it. Not yet. Soon. This is sponsored by not FanDuel. But it's time for a segment so hot Logan drinks it down his throat when it's sore. It's time for
What did you say?
Too Hot to Handle, where Logan gives us 3 takes, 1 lukewarm, 1 fiery or mild, and 1 super hot, spicy. Logan, give it to us.
All right. So my first one, I think Miami will lose.
Ooh.
They play Duke.
You're an idiot.
They're gonna lose to Duke.
Is that Duke?
No, it's at Miami.
It don't matter. But actually,
Hey, Duke's a good squad this year.
they will lose to Duke. I got.
And that's lukewarm, this guy.
I got I got
You're
FAU
sure?
beating USF. Come on, that's a dubsy right there. And
You think it's close?
yeah, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close.
Good.
Because we got the rivalry, bro. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have it.
Horns down. Hey,
Horns down, baby.
I hope USF finds this clip to use on their social media if we lose. I want to just free publicity.
Horns down. And I'm from Tampa, so I know about the USF boys. And then I think you guys already know what I'm saying.
Baker MVP.
The Bucks will beat the Chiefs Monday Night Football.
Oh! You think they're gonna end their undefeated streak?
Yeah. If
Is it in KC?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't know, do
In
you?
Arrowhead. So that's why it's the hottest coach.
Jalen McMillan gonna come out here with freaking
I hope he does.
He's
Fantasy.
100
He's popping
yards.
off, baby.
I hope he does.
And
Fantasy.
Kate Otten too, bro. Like last
So my
week.
fantasy team.
Hey, I had him on my bench last week, but I started him over.
Damn,
Kyle
Casey's favorite 8.5.
8.5.
Guess
That's
what?
a lot in NFL.
But that's been too hot to handle. That was definitely too hot.
I'm steaming.
You are steaming, my boy. We're almost at the end here.
Why'd
Got a
that
couple more
tickle?
things to cover. But
Whoa.
We'd like to announce that the FAU swim dive team has been cut.
Wow, bro, Macho.
man, chill.
Like, sorry, we cut Logan Thornsberry.
First I gotta
I'll cut you.
No, because we were supporting
Uh-oh, here we
Tampa
go,
finest.
First I gotta do one thing. Gotta turn my hat on.
What the fuck?
Not the rankings, bro.
Where's the music?
There's a
Gotta
reason.
Press play. Don't look at the
Money,
rankings.
money, money, money.
There we go. We finally got the music. I've got the hat. It's been too long. It's time
The Falcons are top five.
for Rockets rankings, baby. You know, when we take the top 10 teams in the NFL and we rank them. Because I know better than you. Here we go. Number 10, the Texans. They're 6-2. I'm not a big CJ Stroud guy or a believer, but they've won the games they've had to win. No Diggs or no Collins, though. Might hurt him against the Jets tonight. We're going to pick that game in a minute.
You have 10?
I'm at 10.
Bro, what? Alright, keep going.
You know, still holding out hope for my Jags. Number 9, the Eagles. Since the bye week, after Nick Sirianni shakes his head, they're 3-0. They're cooking. You know, tush push, my guys looking great. Saquon, second in the league in rushing. If that defense can tighten it down, they can win, especially with Dallas having a down year. And they can probably beat the Commanders. They still yet to play them. Number 8, the Commies. Hail Mary, Magic. Maybe it's a magical season for them, just like RG3's rookie year. Jaden Daniels is rookie of the year right now in the MVP conversation. The big surprising point, though, has been the defenses. The defense has played really well, tighting late. Maybe that's the Dan Quinn effect. You know, maybe they're just overachieving because of the offense. Number 7, the Ravens. A poo-poo against famous Jameis and the Browns, but that's okay. Famous Jameis, no one can beat him. But Lamar, Henry on MVP pace. Defense got to tighten it up, though. Tucker, if he misses some close kicks in the playoffs, you know, could cost them. The Ravens chugging along per usual. Number 6, the Packers. I had him higher, but Jordan Love's injury. It's not major. Missed a major foot injury, but Malik Willis, he's still balling. They haven't lost when he played, so maybe they'll beat the Lions this weekend. Another game we're gonna pick. But that defense, man, leads the league in takeaways. The run game's great with Josh Jacobs. And Green Bay, number 6. Number 5, of course. The current 3 seed in the NFC, your Atlanta Falcons. We are hot. Kirk Cousins is finally chugging. He took off on a scramble. That Achilles ain't no problem. Pitts has emerged. Mooney has emerged. The O-line's getting healthier. The defense is locking down. That secondary is the no-fly
Cheaters.
zone.
I like to point out that the power rankings have them at 12.
ESPN and NFL.com are stupid. Number 4, the Vikings.
Yeah.
I had them higher, but they back-to-back losses, you know, against their first loss season against a tight game against the Lions, which they probably should have won if they would have held on. And then for just 5 days later against the Rams, I'm not worried. Darnold still looks good. This defense on the Flores looks good. If they can just stay healthy, throw the Jay Jettis, they'll be fine. They can contend for the division. Number 3, the Bills. Don't know why I doubted them. Josh Allen on MVP pace. They're just steamrolling teams, beating who they need to beat. Defensive big games, once again, it's a question. But they got Tyler Bassey kicker stuff figured out. Basically pre-pressuring him in to be better. But Josh Allen looks great. Keon Coleman looks good. Clear Shafir. They traded for Amari Cooper, who's just going to help them. James Cook running wild. Number 2, I couldn't do it. Detroit, Goff's looking like an MVP. Efficiency off the charts. That defense, they did lose Aiden Hutchinson while we're gone, which probably why I don't have a number 1 right now. But the defense still clamping up. Brian Branch looks like an all-pro. O-line's great. Gibbs, Montgomery, Fire and Ice, or Slash and Burn, whatever they're calling themselves, look good. But they're still undefeated. I can't put the Chiefs. I can't move the Chiefs down until they lose. They're the defending champions 2-time.
That's gonna change next week, baby. Come on.
Once they lose, I can move them down. But by my philosophy, I cannot put them down until they lose. It's a fraudulent 7-0. They don't look that good, but they're winning games. Trade for D-Hop. We'll see if that helps. But gentlemen, it's been Rockets rankings. Thoughts?
Rockets stinky.
I really wish you were an Atlanta Falcons fan, so there wouldn't be any controversy.
They'd be up there.
Like, what?
They're leading in the division. Who are you gonna
Wait,
replace them with?
leading the division, that's
leading the division for
great.
the past 5
Arizona's
years.
leading the division too. Where's that?
They're at 500.
The Bucks were leading the division like 2 weeks ago, and you had us at
Who
like
do
10.
you want up here that's not the Falcons?
The Bucks.
Someone else. Let me
That's what
check.
I'm going for.
Let me check.
Someone else?
Someone that's 6-2.
Who's 6-2 that needs to be up here?
Give me 1 second. All right,
The
let's
Steelers
see.
should be up there.
Houston should be higher, bro. In my opinion.
You have the Steelers in there? Nope.
Steelers are at number 11. Their offensive ceiling,
The Bills in there?
whatever. The Bills are number 3.
I didn't see that.
What? You just talked about the Heisman, bro.
I'll give you maybe the Steelers should be up there, yeah, but Houston and Steelers are right there in that tier for me.
Hey, Bucks beat Washington. Hey, Bucks beat the Washington, Eagles, and the Lions. All in those top rankings. Is that good?
Rams win a few games, they'll be up here. Bucks wins a
bro, the Denver Broncos.
I'll tell you this: if the Bucks beat the Chiefs, they will be up here next week.
Bucks.
I'll give you that. Bucks beats the Chiefs, I'll give you that. But finally, it's time for everyone's favorite segment. I know it's mine. Let me just grab my Glock. It's time for Running Guns, everyone's favorite, where we take 5 games from college football, 5 games from the NFL, and we pick them quick. I don't have our current rankings from the last podcast. I'm assuming we all did bad because we are notoriously bad at this for some reason. But we're gonna lock in, have some fun, and see if we can maybe pick a few games right, even though we usually don't. We'll put time on the clock. I usually pre-prepare this, but we're just gonna spit.
Wait, Survivor picks. I thought it was NFL.
No, this is Running Guns where we pick the games.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
My bad.
Lock in. Here we go. Running Guns time. 8:00 on Saturday night. Number 18 Pitt goes to number 20 SMU.
SMU.
I'm gonna go Pittsburgh.
Give me the Mustangs at home. They continue the dreams alive. Texas A&M, number 10 in the country, potentially falls into a trap game, visiting South Carolina.
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M.
A&M prevails. Then we're going to go all the way to Michigan, the Big House. They are hosting number 1 Oregon, 3:30 CBS game. Does Oregon's undefeated reign end here, Slash?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Michigan.
Huh?
What do you mean hot? There's only 2 teams you can choose from.
I'm going with Oregon with that one.
Give me the Ducks. It's gonna be a physical game. One of Oregon probably needs to have before they
You
play.
sound like
Ohio
the girl
State
from
again.
iCarly that like is a fan.
Quack, quack.
We alluded to it. We'll talk about it now. Duke visiting undefeated number 5 Miami. 12:00 ABC game.
Miami.
I'm gonna have to go with Duke because I said that
You
Miami would lose.
already said it.
I think Cam Moore's too much. 24-5 touchdown interceptions. Miami gets done. Maybe get a close game. And of course, the
More.
game of the weekend and maybe the game of the season. We got number 4 Ohio State back in again, visiting number 3 Penn State. I'm pretty sure this is a wide out. Who's coming out with the win?
Penn State. I don't like Ohio State, so Penn State.
Ohio State. Oh, wait, actually, I want chaos. Penn State.
I think Penn State gets it done by fluke or
Dude,
by
I just
back
don't-
home with a whiteout, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't want Oregon to make it to the Big Ten title game.
I don't either. Thursday night football, the 6-2 Texans.
But you don't either. You've chosen to win the national title. Yo, hold
Twice.
up. Yo, hold up.
Double got on that real quick.
Tonight we've got the Texans at 6-2 versus the 2-6 Jets, just desperate and are at home.
Joe Mixon, 10 tutties. Texans.
I'm gonna also go Texans.
Oh wait, no wait. I need Jets to win. Jets, but Joe Mixon needs to score. I'll take Jets. I'll take Jets. I keep changing my mind. Jets.
Jets.
Texans.
I will also go with the Texans. We've got a bit of an unexpected game. 5-3 Broncos visiting the 5-3 Ravens.
Broncos.
Ravens.
We've got the Detroit Lions visiting the Packers. Maybe not have Jordan Love. If not, they will have Malik Willis at quarterback.
Packers.
Don't cut me off again. Packers.
You weren't speaking.
Wow.
It took him 1 second.
Jordan Love's gonna come out with it.
I'm going with the Lions. We're going to pick it because I want to hear what you guys have to say. The Cowboys are visiting your Atlanta Falcons. 4 o'clock game.
Cowboys.
I can't. The Falcons can't win, so I gotta go Cowboys.
Of course, that's an automatic loss. And a win for me, I'm going with the Falcons. And of course, the Monday night football game. The Buccaneers visiting the Chiefs, looking to end their undefeated run.
Chiefs.
Buccaneers, baby. I'm on it. Let's go.
I don't like them, but I don't like the Bucs even more. Give me the Chiefs to win, and that has been
Hey,
running guns.
Baker Mayfield's been throwing more TD passes than what's his name, Patrick Mahomes. So
Yes, I mean this was our record before the wine time. Logan was the best, 18-2. Me and Rush both had 16-4,
Dang.
14.
I know more ball than you.
You probably sleep with so many balls. You know how to use balls in the balls.
Good one.
Funny thing is though, you don't know how to throw a football.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't. I seen it.
I was throwing dimes, bro.
Dude, you literally like do this. And you're like,
Hey, you must have been looking at fucking Andrew or somebody.
Andrew would know how to throw a football bad. But now it's time for Survivor picks. We've also been off for a month of this, but I think everyone's team won last time. Do you remember who you picked?
No,
Have to look.
I think I'll remember by memory.
I picked the what was it? Fucking one of the Canadian teams.
All of our teams won. I think, yeah.
Okay.
But, so we're all at 1-0. Logan still has a point on us for surviving 1 week. I'm going to pick. I think a lot of people picking New Orleans to beat Carolina. I'm gonna pick Buffalo. I don't think I've picked them yet. I'm gonna pick Buffalo to beat Miami, even though Tua's back. I just think Buffalo's too much.
I'm gonna go with the. I'm gonna go.
Washington Giants. I'm gonna pick Washington.
Oh, the team. I don't know. Have I picked the Chiefs yet?
I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
think any of us have picked the
I'll
Chiefs
take the
yet.
Chiefs.
This guy always picking the most risky.
All right, I like that. I like that.
How is it
Come on.
risky? They're favored by 8.5.
Okay, and that don't matter. It don't matter. They don't.
You're like the FAU guy. They be 0-11, and even the stands like, yeah, we can make a ball game.
You a bum.
Well,
I'll come jump on you when they win.
I hope you guys don't have the
What,
best
at
of luck.
fucking midnight?
Yeah.
I hope you guys don't have the best of luck and I survive another week. But that has been a welcome back, a recap of kind of catching up off the blocks. Hopefully it'll be more consistent moving on. We might pre-record one, especially when we go off the midseason. So, but next week we're gonna have the basketball breakdown, predictions, player profile, what the new team looks like, that whole thing. and get into it and hopefully create some faith for the season because football has definitely not done that. Anything you boys want to say?
All I gotta say is go Bucks.
The Bucks about to be 4-5.
Tampa Bay Lightning are back in action, baby. Hockey's back.
They're like 1-5.
The Lightning?
Yeah.
I think we're like 6-2.
Actually, okay.
So 7-3, I think. So we're actually off to a great start. I'm loving it.
We've already played 10 games. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
we played like 160 some games.
Are you what?
That's baseball.
Are you serious?
I mean,
162 hockey games.
Holy smokes.
I think so. That's a
Anything you
lot.
want to say, Slush?
Oh, 82 games.
No, Logan's an idiot, but go continue. 162 games.
I'm in 82. I was thinking the wrong sport.
Yeah, we literally said
You
baseball.
doubled it. Go Falcons. We're going to beat the Cowgirls. Braves win the World Series next year. Mark it, clip it, remember this. And that has been.
I'm coming back to this. That's not gonna happen, bro.
Is my hat still lighting up?
Yeah, it's still
Fuck
there.
yeah. That has been OTB Auto Box. I've been your host, Red Rock. We'll see you next time. Peace.